So you're the strong silent type, huh? I bet you must love me talking to you all the time. Then again, who could resist spending time with me?
You're a long way from solitude, milk drinker. Yeah, so I can see that. You fought bravely. Stupid, but brave. The sea doesn't give a damn how brave you are. I'm not a scratch on you, eh? Piss off. Monsters like this don't let you make mistakes. One misstep and they will kill you. Yeah, I fought the sea itself, kid. What a mean bitch she is. Ah, piss off. I let you have him. I wanted to see what the great monster hunter, slayer of the Leviathan and the Midgard serpent could do. Goodbye. Hey, you might want to check out Broken Ore Grotto. Hear there's been a few recent shipwrecks there. Be careful out there.
Hey! Over here! Please help me! Don't go! That thing. It will chop you in two! It came from the water. Massive claws. Smash the ship apart. It was huge. I don't know. Gods, I don't know. Just stop it. It's there. Right out there in the water. I can still hear its horrible claws. Be careful. Its claws will cut you clean in half.
Hudman's Heil, Dragonborn. I wanted to see if you could handle yourself. The creatures of the sea are cruel and unpredictable. Good. I've heard stories about the Beast of Broken Ore. Sailors have been crashing on these rocks for years, blaming it on a monster. Barely. Legends told of a massive crab set here by the snow elves to guard these shores. Ysgramor was nearly drowned as the beast crushed his ship. The 500 fought the beast, but quickly fled into the hills as Ysgramor distracted it. He battled the giant crab for a day and a night. Finally, knowing he couldn't hurt it, Ysgramor hit the beast in the belly with his great axe Wuthrad. The crab rolled backwards down the hill and into the water as Ysgramor escaped with his companions. The first men never returned to those shores. They named the place Larna for the small spring here that bubbled up from the sandbar. The monster they called Karkanos the Great Crab. Heroes rarely live up to their stories. But don't get cocky, kid. There's bigger fish in the sea. I guess you've got what it takes. There's plenty more hunting to be done, and I've got some other stories that warrant some looking into. The area northwest of Winterhold is a desolate waste of ice floes and shipwrecks. Ships give it a wide berth and go farther north. But it's not the ice they fear. Ships have gone down in those waters for years, even in the clear waters of summer. There's something out there. I've been searching for years, but I think I know what it is. The Kuruid. The legend of Ysgramor says that his axe, Wuthrad, has a shaft and spear point made from the bone of a massive sea monster. No, the coin gem. What manner of beast it was, none know. It's an old Atmorn word meaning dog-headed. He never described it beyond that. But Ysgramor watched it battle the Kuruid in the deep ocean as he fled to Admora. He and his sons watched helplessly from their ship as the monsters battled. The monsters raged and shrieked, and the sea churned around them. Then the Kuruid let loose a great bellow as it sank into the sea. But the Koinchen lay dead in the water. Ysgramor cut a bone from the monster and took it with him. As the 500 made ready for war, he used the bone as the shaft for his great axe. Ysgramor gave it only one description. Black. Black as the abyss. Horrid, stinking, and deadly. And black. A creature of the deep dark. The College of Winterhold seems to think so. In the Third Era, they claim a Black Death climbed the cliffs and attacked the college. The mages drove the beast into the sea and claimed to have trapped it in an iceberg. For years the mages guarded the beast, but it was forgotten. When the Red Mountain erupted and Winterhold fell into the sea, the beast escaped. Those seas became a dangerous place, icy and treacherous. Indeed, too many boats have been lost in that ice. Not wrecked, simply vanished. It has to be the Black Death. Ah, there's the hunter talking. There's a small outpost on the ice north of Winterhold, run by some old mage named Septimus. Go northwest from there. That whole field of ice is dangerous. He's out there. Just follow the smell.
What is it? Are you saying you don't trust me? Fair point, actually. I wouldn't trust me. Yes, let's go. I would admire your courage if I wasn't laughing at your stupidity. I would admire your courage if I wasn't laughing at your stupidity.
Weidman's Heil, Dragonborn. And the seas are safer because of it. That demon belonged in the abyss. Keep the chitin, kid. It's stronger than Dragonbone. I've heard stories from the sailors in Windhelm that I scarcely believe. An old tale. A Dunmer tale. Strike your fancy? Old Drukers used to tell of a monster that lived off of Solstheim. The Dwemer built a monster. Others say it was a machine that ran on magic. I was shown an ancient Dwemer text by an old Endural scholar. The dwarven ships had been attacked by a monstrous tentacled demon. A kraken. Nobody knows where the monster came from originally. There are many old stories about ancient beasts from the mythic eras that fought the dwarves. Whispers of a war so ancient that even the dwarves had forgotten it. Armies of star spawn that came to this world when Lorcan's heart fell. But this kraken was one of the last. Only the earliest Dwemer histories even mention it. The monster attacked a Dwemer colony on Solstheim and destroyed it. The city's garrison was obliterated, and the whole island was left defenseless. The Dwemer leaders on Vardenfell were cut off from the colony. The island would be lost if they took the time to muster a force to retake it. They turned to a brilliant warrior scientist who said that he could kill the creature. They gave him everything he needed to meet the threat. He took a great warship, the pride of the Vardenfell Navy, to slay the monster. He slew the beast and locked its soul in a mighty soul gem. But his leaders betrayed him and refused the payment they had promised. Now that the beast was dead, he was of no use, and his ship was taken away. The warrior went mad with rage. He built a massive construct the likes of which even the Dwemer had never seen. Massive, armored, and deadly. He powered the automaton with the soul of the kraken. The angry beast awoke within the machine terror. The warrior let the abomination loose. The machine ravaged the northern cities. The warrior was eventually arrested and executed, but the Dwemer leaders could not stop the kraken. They drove the beast into the sea, where it lived for many centuries. Even the Empire has records of losing ships in the waters north of Solstheim. Then, after the eruption of Red Mountain, the reports stopped. Apparently, the beast fled the destruction of Vardenfell. Then, nothing. About a month ago, some college historians began poking about some Dwemer ruins east of Bleak Coast Cave. Problem is, the ruins woke up. Be careful. This isn't just an animal. It's a machine with an animal's rage. You need to cut out its eye. That's where the beast's soul is. Good hunting. Wedman's Heil, Dragonborn. Good. Machine Terror is dead. That's a powerful soul you've got trapped in that rock. Maybe you can put it to good use. The seas are calm. You've butchered her monsters. But there is one who remains. A creature I've known about my whole life, but I never dared to seek. I've never told anyone of this monster, but he's haunted me all of my life. I know where he sleeps. It's a long tale if you'll hear of it. He's called Emer. I've known of the creature all of my life, but I've never dared to confront it. Yeah, well, this is no monster. He's more powerful than anything we've seen. But you are a great hunter. Perhaps his time has come. When I first sailed as a boy, we got stuck in the ice in the waters far north of Brownwater Grotto. We ended up waiting for a month on that ice, cold and hungry. But we didn't lose a single man. The captain was a good man, and he held us together. But while we were stuck there, the ice pulled us far out to sea. We came near an island the captain feared. "Don't go near that ice, boy. That ice is alive." He told me that, but being the stupid lad I was and bored to tears with waiting, I set out across the ice to see what the captain meant. After a long, cold hike, I made it to that frozen crag of rock. Icebergs jutted from the ice like blue crystals, beautiful and glittering in the sun. As I watched, the icebergs began to stand. Then, the icy side of the island tore off from the rock and turned its colossal head to look at me. Those pale, cold eyes stared out at me from a mountain of blue ice. A chill so cold it made the ice groan wafted across my face. I ran. I turned and I ran like the fires of oblivion were behind me. I ran till my lungs burned with the icy air, and the sweat was frozen on my skin. The captain took me into his cabin and thawed me out like a frozen ham. When I finally came to, he told me a story he had been told as a boy. A story the free Nord tribes used to tell, out in the ice where the Jarls had no power. The Daedric Lord Periag created the Frost Atronach during the creation of Mundus. He brewed a poison when the elements were still raw and poured it onto the fresh ice of the Ghost Sea. The ice came to life as a Daedric soul poured into it. It arose as Ymir, the father of Frost, king of giants, lord of snow, the Frost Monarch. The massive Atronach gave life to all of his lesser kin, spreading their souls through oblivion and Mundus alike. So the Frost Atronach came to be. But unlike other Daedra, Ymir could never return to oblivion, for he was created on Mundus, and so his soul was bound here for all eternity. And so, he's lingered in the icy seas for all time. His ice spreads like a plague and chokes the waters, and his suns grow gigantic in that ice. And so that's where he resides, the Father of Frost. Since that day I've never returned to that icy lair, but I know where he sleeps. He's more powerful than any monster you've faced. This will not be an easy hunt. He can't be banished like a normal Daedra, no. But he can die. He's still made of ice, and ice can break. Ice can melt. Without his body, his soul will become nothing. He'll die just like a mortal dies. Talos, save us. I never dreamed I'd see that monster again, let alone hunt him down. But let's go, before I lose my nerve.